Hello, you stick-waving porcupines. This is Pupuno, and I recently watched Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the movie, written by J.K. Rowling. Um, I watched it on opening week. I'm not sure opening day. I think opening week. Just to start off, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. Like, I never read the books. I watched a few of the movies, which I did enjoy. The movies that I watched, I did enjoy. I don't remember which, but I did remember enjoying them. So I am totally a newbie when it comes to the Harry Potter universe, and I just wanted to see whether this movie was gonna be, welcoming to a new person, basically. And yeah, so Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is basically a textbook in the Harry Potter universe that is basically a compendium of all the beasts, magical creatures in the universe, and it's written by a magizoologist or something. I have no idea. I don't know the terms. Written by Newt Scamander, and he is the main character of this movie. He's basically in the movie. He is trying to gather enough material to write a book. Played by Eddie Redmayne. So he comes over to New York, gets into trouble with the local magic police, I guess. And his suitcase, which is basically a world on its own, which is really super cool, which has a bunch of magical creatures. A bunch of them escaped, and he then has to find them and get them back in the suitcase, because if not, they'll wreak havoc. He then meets a local. I can't remember the term, so I'm just gonna keep calling her a police officer, like a magic police. She works for a organization called MACUSA, Magical Congress of the United States of America. Basically, they're the police. They're basically the police. And he meets Tina, who arrested him because he was doing stupid stuff. And Tina has a sister, Queenie, and there's also a no-mage or a muggle or a human, a non-magical being, played by Dan Fogler. His name is Jacob Kowalski in the movie, and I think he is the best character in the entire movie. So he gets mixed up in all this, and there's another type of like an evil thing, evil being killing people. So that's basically the movie, right? And I thought Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, he was overall very good. He played a very eccentric, sort of like introvert, shy. Eccentric is probably the biggest trait that you'll get from him, and very brilliant, very talented. And but I felt that there was a bit of like a overacting, almost just a bit, in my for a bit too much for my taste. But overall, he was really really good. Catherine Waterston, she plays Tina. She was very good. She's very normal. There was nothing that stood out for me. The sister was really charming, but the best character in this movie is the guy that has no magical powers. Jacob Kowalski. He's just a guy that came back from the war, and he wants to get a loan to open up a bakery. And he's just very charming. He's very down to earth. He's of course very confused because he gets in the middle of all this magical stuff, and you connect with the character almost instantly. And the movie did a very good job of fleshing him out, giving him a lot of giving him a he's not a one-dimensional character. And at the end, near the end, there's a very emotional scene that involves Kowalski. And the only reason why it was emotional and that I felt something is because they did a very good job overall from the beginning of the movie to flesh him out, to give him a backstory, to make sure he wasn't one dimensional. So, and I think J.K. Rowling did a fantastic job writing this movie. This is her debut screenplay. And also, Colin Farrell was in the movie. I didn't know that. I wasn't really following, but Colin Farrell is in the movie. I like Colin Farrell. He plays another very high-ranking officer in the Makusa organization, and he's really good. So yeah, this movie is a very, very good fantasy movie. Very, very magical. There are some parts where there's a lot of exposition, mainly towards Kowalski, but the reason why they're explaining to Kowalski is because they need to explain it to the audience. There's a couple of scenes like that, but it wasn't too bad, and I felt that they were able to. The pacing was just really good. The writing was really good. There was never a dull moment. Even during the downtimes, the less actiony parts, I still enjoyed the character interactions, and they did a very good job bringing this world to life. Like the creatures and the world, especially in the briefcase. There's a scene where they go into the briefcase and they meet all the creatures in this magical, crazy world in the briefcase. I thought that was my favorite scene, just being able to see all the creatures and the creature designs come to life in very magical backdrops. I thought that was great. But yeah, basically, this is a great movie if you're not into Harry Potter. Seriously, if you like fantasy, magical type movies, but you've never really gotten into Harry Potter, I think this movie is for you. Obviously, the Harry Potter fans will love this movie, but I think what this movie did very well is it did not alienate non-Harry Potter fans. It was very easy to follow. Obviously, they did quite a bit of exposition, explaining some stuff. But overall, I felt I was able to follow everything that was happening in the movie, and I didn't feel alienated not being a Harry Potter fan. And this movie is a setup movie because in the beginning stage they were planning a trilogy, but now it's supposedly 5 films, and it is one of the better setup movies I've seen in a while. Because most of the setup movies these days is like the Marvel stuff and I guess DC in a way, and they did a very. It's not your usual setup movie where the person has to get better, train, learn how to use their powers, meet this bad guy, but actually this bad guy is just a pawn to a bigger bad guy. It doesn't do that, so I really appreciated that. And this is one of the better setup movies I've seen in a while. So yeah, go and freaking watch it. This is a freaking good movie. It's definitely one of the best movies I've seen this year. So go and freaking watch it. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's really bloody good. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening. I don't know why I paused there. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this. Thank you so much if you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.